Insulation.
Locked on! Let's fly!
Add Astro. Thank you for
Hey there, Columbina! You seem to be in a good mood today.
Come on up.
You want to play moon chess again or something?
Yes. It has been a while, and I somewhat miss playing.
Or, can you move multiple pieces per turn now because you're the Triloon Goddess?
That would be cheating.
Yeah, Paimon knows that. She was just kidding.
Shall we begin then? Moons, moons. How about here? Huh. You weigh your decisions carefully before The 3 moons linked up in a line.
Huh? Still thinking about how that last match went?
Oh, no. It's just... Looking back on the game now gives me a peculiar feeling.
Oh yeah! Now that you had the power of 3 moons, you've become more than just something that can dominate the night sky.
Yes. And I also think that the fate of the world may have been different, had there not been division between the 3 moon goddesses. The first one I saw was Sonnet, goddess of the iridescent moon. She was livelier than I'd imagined, more like a playful younger sister. Arya of the eternal moon was the most mature of the 3. She was a natural leader, and was most gentle to others. Just like Lauma, actually. As for Canon of the Frost Moon, she seemed both wise and far-sighted. And it was she who gave her moon to me. Yes, despite their differences, they loved Tevat, and they loved this home. When I spoke to them of the things to come, they all seemed relieved, glad that this world still held so rich a future. That was also why they gave me the power to return home.
Paimon would love to see them, and give them a real proper thank you.
I would very much like that as well, but I fear it's no longer possible. Fortunately, this world continues onward, and the humans they protected have survived, and pass on their stories to this day.
Exactly! As long as we live well and don't let the bad guys destroy the world, that's the best thanks we can give them! Of course! You can bet Paimon's always trying to live her best life. You too, Columbina. Eat well and sleep well every day. And come find us if you want to play games.
Sure. I suspect that from... I shall think of those 3 gentle goddesses every time I play moon chess. I shall carry on their moonlight.
If you ever...
So, that's impressive. Morning, fellow Earth. A solid routine is the key to a healthy, balanced life.
Hello there. Mind if I take a quick... Morning. Oh, don't forget to eat breakfast. It's important for maintaining nutritional balance throughout the day.
So, this is an abode created by the Adepti of Liyue. Mighty and illuminated indeed. The environs here are most comfortable. The air is pure and peaceful, free of taint or pollution. I am certain that your honest spirit was what allowed such an abode to be made manifest. But of course, all things here are fashioned from your every thought. As your thoughts fly, so shall they be. Indeed, you are most discerning. That assessment is correct. But should you wish to use this as a way to control your thoughts and avoid treading the path of evil, that seems to... Indeed. Mortal hearts are filled with thoughts beyond count, complex and cluttered. Rage may drive people to commit acts of violence, yet may also imbue them with courage. Unpleasant though envy may sound, so too may it push people to strive harder. Fear is despised by all, yet should one so utterly lack it that they pursue only their own pleasure in all things without regard for right or wrong, how would they be any different from a base beast? Such emotions whisper evil into mortal hearts, yet they can also guide them towards good. The same holds true for the sword in your hand. You choose whether it shall be used to ward off evil or scourge the innocent. But I imagine one such as yourself must have long learned how to control your thoughts. Oh? And when can you not? Oh, apologies. 'Twas I who spoke too much. I was for many years a teacher and could not help but launch into a lecture. I shall steep a pot of tea. Let us enjoy it together and refresh ourselves. So, mighty and... Certainly. Are you interested in mathematics? I often used that to pass the time while I dwelt on the moon. I have not laid my arithmetic tomes down after arriving in Liyue either. I sometimes discuss the study of the mathematical sciences with the one you call Cloud Retainer. That said, our perspectives on it seem to differ somewhat. Most of Cloud Retainer's research in the field centers around studying the mechanical arts. She believes that mathematics should have practical applications and not remain purely theoretical. However, I believe that it is wondrous in itself. To study mathematics solely for the purpose of creating mechanical devices would inevitably destroy its inherent beauty. That's right. For example, have you ever wondered why one finch plus another finch equals 2 finches? That's right. This is a natural law, one that everyone knows. So were we to express our observations as an equation, that is, write down 1 + 1 = 2, would you not think to ask, why does 1 + 1 = 2? As I see it, though it is widely accepted that 1 + 1 = 2, it still lacks a more objective and rigorous logical grounding. I have conferred with Cloud Retainer several times already on this point alone. She initially thought that such discourse was nonsense, but after hearing my explanation, she too became interested in this type of theoretical research. We spoke until midnight and were still hungry to explore the subject more deeply. But as we both had matters to attend to, we could only agree to adjourn and continue the discussion another day. You mean the Darshan they call Ratawahist, I presume? I did once visit them during my previous wanderings. The research being conducted there seems incredibly profound. I gained tremendous insight from reading but a few of their books. That is why I'm preparing to apply to the academia to further my studies. I see nothing wrong with that. When one encounters a great teacher, it's only natural to seek their guidance. Besides, the academia must be a gathering place of sages. I do not doubt they uphold the principle of education for all, and will not easily reject those. There? It seems I shall learn a great many new stories on my journey to Sumeru. So, this is mighty. In a place so tranquil as this, the best thing to do is relax your body and mind, and let your spirit wander freely. I believe that mortals would call this... indeed, spacing out. Were I to force the issue through adeptal arts, it could hardly be called spacing out, now could it? Indeed, few can achieve this seemingly ordinary and straightforward emptiness of mind. Most will find that though they close their eyes, hold their breath, and force themselves to relax, their thoughts still boil and churn, playing out countless fantasies. And they then open their eyes to greater exhaustion than before they closed them. Perhaps this is why they say, peace of mind is hard to find.
Wow, this place is just like the one in that story Boss Neff told me. A treasure, hidden in the middle of the desert, that can only be opened with a password. It's just a shame I came here alone. I'm no master thief. I need a crew. I'm eating well, sleeping well, and living really well. What's not to like? Eh? Is it really that obvious? Fine, you got me. I hardly slept a wink last night. I was tossing and turning for ages before I finally managed to nod off. It's just... everything here is way too nice. The bed's so soft, the blanket's so light, and it's all so peaceful. Yeah, that's just how I am. The cozier the place, the less comfortable I get. Makes it impossible to relax and get some real rest. Even if I try and force myself to sleep, the second I get close, my eyes always snap back open. Then I either jump up and look around or slide my hand under the pillow to see if anything's there. It's instinctive. Of course, most of the time I'm alone and there's nothing under my pillow. So I can lie back down, bathed in a cold sweat, and start to savor the feeling of insomnia. When I first arrived at the curatorium, it was pretty serious. Eventually, I had to sneak out and lie on the lobby couch to get any sleep at all. And when I woke up, there was Neff, petting Ashru and smiling at me. It almost scared me to death. Not really, but Neff bought me a bunch of... I can't remember what they're called. But they're some kind of special mat from Inazuma. She had them laid out on the floor for me. Said I could try sleeping on top of them if I ever had trouble sleeping. And that way, at least I wouldn't get cold. Neff's so good to me. That's why she's the nicest, loveliest, bestest boss in the whole world. I'm fine, really. I've already mastered the art of getting used to a new bed. Just give me some time. No need to fuss. Wow, a treasure. No prob. What did you want to talk about? Or should I say, what do you want me to teach you? Lockpicking, diving, trap setting, mixing laxatives, or maybe even some sleight of hand. I can teach it all. You just say the word. Oh, those are just a few little tricks I picked up along the way. Boss Neff had nothing to do with it. She's got her area of expertise, and I've got mine. Sure, she's an absolute legend when it comes to the big stuff. Totally unstoppable, crazy resourceful, and smart. Always 10 steps ahead. But once she's dealt with the high-level stuff, someone's gotta tie off all the loose ends. That's my time to shine. After all, behind every great boss is a reliable assistant. You don't get to work in the curatorium of secrets without a few special skills. Even Ashru knows how to wave customers in and show them where to sit. Still, I don't really know what Neff's thinking. Having me as the only full-time employee in the whole place? When I first started, I figured we were just understaffed. Turns out, the real heavy hitters in the curatorium are all lurking in the shadows. All Neff has to do is snap her fingers and poof! They appear, and then... Yeah, totally! So you've read that light novel too? Too bad the curatorium doesn't have anything like that. Truth is, I really am the only employee. Boss Neff. Oh, great, Boss Neff! Why won't you hire more help? Every day I'm running all over the place doing errands, and when there's too much, you still have to step in yourself. You might not be tired, but I sure am. Hey, you're pretty awesome. Why don't you come work at the curatorium? Neff would so... Oh, no, that's not right. Knowing Neff, she'd probably say, our long-established partnership with the Traveler is working perfectly well as is. Why disturb the status quo? Formalizing our collaboration would simply create superfluous admin. It's easy when you spend as much time with her as I do. Still, I really wish she'd employ someone else. Come on, Boss Neff. Pretty please. Wow. A treasure hidden in the middle of the desert that can only be opened with a password. It's just a shame I came here alone. I'm no master thief. I need a crew. Could I pet that finch for a bit? It's Tubby, right? Oh, she's so big and so cute! She can understand? Wow, I thought only someone special like Lauma would be able to talk to her. Then, what about Chubby? That other finch who sometimes drops by? Can I talk to him too? Oh, right! Tubby and Chubby are teapot spirits, not finches. Anyway, I'm gonna go prep some fruit and take it to Tubby. It'll be my first time talking to a teapot spirit. Now, what should I ask about? Wow, a treasure. Good night. I'll hit the hay in a bit. Maybe tonight I should try ditching the mattress?
This realm is... If you ever...
The final destination of... So I knew you'd show up here eventually. picked a better moment. I just got back. Took a walk around the place and then had a chat with Tubby. Well, you gotta make an effort when you go somewhere new. So, how about you? I'm curious. What do you do to try and fit in when you arrive someplace new? Same. I approve. 2 thumbs up from me. And 2 big toes as well. I don't know about you, but for me, a big part of taking things as they come is not necessarily being a morning person. Sometimes it's nice to just explore without a set goal, see where the journey takes you. Of course, that can lead to nice and nasty surprises, but I guess that's all part of the fun. All right. Into the unknown. I can't wait! Of course. Most tourists who come to our tribal land on vacation stick to the popular routes. So I've gone over those countless times. I could literally navigate them with my eyes closed if I wanted, not even exaggerating. But I never would. Because even when it's a road I've been down before, each time all kinds of things make each trip unique. Whether it's the clouds in the sky, the ever-changing weather, the wild... And that's not even considering the tourists who suddenly change their plans and head off the beaten track onto some tiny winding trail. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't complaining. I actually don't mind at all. Just the opposite, in fact. More twists and turns means a more varied and scenic route, so it's no loss at all. Sure, I guess. I'll gladly go wherever you want. But remember, if you ever get sick of walking everywhere, just hop onto my surfboard. The final destination. Tell you what, let's organize. I mean, this is a huge venue, and you've got so many friends. The atmosphere would be electric. I can feel it in my bones already. For real? Hey, that's our tribe's specialty, you know. I've got you covered. Now, we'll have to account for everyone's tastes when picking the snacks and drinks. So we'll probably need to get a good amount of everything. Let's definitely load up on Sora's crackers. They're our local specialty after all. Oh yeah! And my store can sponsor the water sports related equipment and swimsuits. I just need to get a larger shipment of supplies. Oh, come on. I just think it's worth splashing out if it means all my friends get to have a good time. Worst comes to worst, I'll just have to hustle a bit more once it's over. Work hard, play hard, you know? Alright, so we're doing this, yeah? Whew, I'm getting a little nervous. First time I'll be organizing something this huge. Nah, I'm just concerned that I won't be able to get everyone's attention without a big and dramatic entrance. Come on, you know I love a good crowd and a chance to shine under the spotlight. Anyway, any suggestions? I know you've got a ton of ideas. Time for some emergency training with the Children of Echoes. Their dances are surefire spotlight grabbers. Thanks for the suggestion. Prepare to be amazed. You won't know what hits you when I take the stage. The final Good night to you too. Rest up, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello. This is your garden, so it is my turn to greet you first. No. No, that's not the issue. It's just, you've been my guest so often up till now. Now that I am suddenly the guest, I find myself unused to it. What should I do? Chat with you, or perhaps play games together? Really? In that case, can I stroll about, singing as I do? Can I take a nap anywhere I choose, should I wish to rest? And would it be alright to pick some of the plants you've planted? You know, as you sometimes do with Moonfall Silver at Silver Moon Hall. Only a jest. So long as they will help you on your journey, I would never object. You've created a very pleasant environment here. I'm already satisfied to just enjoy it in peace. I wonder, should I try decorating Silvermoon Hall as well? Hello, this is your garden. Sure. I might need you to start us off, though. I don't usually chat with others. Even when I was with the Fatui, I mostly sat in a corner during meetings and refrained from participating in debates. Most of the topics were boring anyway. Someone wants this or to fight for that, and nobody would give an inch. More vexing was how they would sometimes seek out my opinion. My eyes were always closed, and so they assumed that I was listening in silence. In truth, most of the time I was either sleeping or simply not thinking about anything at all. But responding was not an issue. At times like those, I would pick one of the questioners and indicate that they were right. That always did the trick. If Regrator or the Rooster were arguing, I'd side with the latter. And if the Doctor and Arlecchino were locked in a debate, I'd pick Arlecchino. The Captain was always in the right, and while Sandrone could be quite stubborn, she was generally right as well. And if the Captain and Sandrone were to ask me at the same time? That was quite rare. And were it to actually happen, I'd say that both sides had a point. They're both very independent-minded. My opinions would not alter their judgment. What did you want to talk to me about again? Is that so? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. In truth, I prefer speaking with Kuhenki rather than humans. Their thinking is pure and simple, and they do not hide their thoughts. Let's play. Tell me a story. I want to sleep. There's something nice over there. Seen through their eyes, the world is simple and beautiful. Hello, this is your garden. I'm already here as your guest. Would it really be appropriate to have you fulfill my requests as well? Very well then. In truth, I do have something I need help with. Lauma said that she would introduce me to the Frost Moon Scions of today, in the hope that I might integrate into this family. I'm glad she said so, but also a little worried. I rarely interact much with strangers, so I worry that I may not be capable of keeping up the conversation. I do not wish to make them feel uncomfortable. Could you help me rehearse? Or rather, simulate situations I might encounter? It's simple. Ask me questions that the Scions might ask, and I will answer. If my reply is inappropriate, let me know. Then, let's begin. I will. I'll travel, won't I? That means I'll leave. Oh, I see. I will be clear. Sure. No. If your child happens to be a Rhyme-horned deer... Very well. No. Sandrone of the Fatui, and Arlecchino too. They are quite curious as to my life here. Huh? They mustn't see? Would they not approve? I see. In that case, I I'd like to invite Malaus, Mr. Albedo, and Miss Nicole. Malaus and Mr. Albedo are talented artists, while Miss Nicole is a gifted writer. I'd like them to chronicle the happy lives that the Frost Moon Scions lead today. Yes, and as for Sandrone and Arlecchino, I shall sneak them in when the opportunity presents itself. Yes, and I will not. My answers are not yet good enough, are they? We should practice more if we have the chance. Hello, this is your guard. Good morning. May you find success in your journey today. Though the moon has now hidden, this blessing will stay with you on my behalf.
fly! Take me up!
clear, the glazed moon shines! Smite the dust! Divine light, shield them! Smite the dust!
Inspiration channel deployed.
Hold on to your hats.
Ultimatum protocol.
A moonlit night for all.
Be cleansed. Smite the dust. Divine light, shield them! Foolish and ignorant! You want crazy? Defensive mode. Take me up! Cleanup sequence initiated.
Let's fly! Couldn't transcend.
had Astra.
Now, dear. This is just a temporary vacation. The actual vacation comes right after this. I promise. Clearly some sort of exile. Why is none of it from me?
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking. When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.